Hello Taurus, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of February 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of January, and let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Two of Hearts. So this Two of Hearts indicates strongly that in the beginning of the month there will be some kind of a new bond between you and the other persons. So it can be a love relationship if you're single and watching this, and also it can also be a platonic relationship, can be a business type of relationship that you are thinking to to collaborate with or to join forces with. So it can also be like if you have been thinking to start your own business, that can also be indicating here by this card, like you are finally started to establish your own business, and possibly also having a business partner, like joint ventures type of things. Other than that, this could also be indicating like if you are having a if you're married, and your marriage will go very extremely well in the beginning of the month of February. Other than that, this could also be indicating like if you are thinking of having like commitments to take your relationship to the next level. So this could be also something along those lines. So if you are thinking to sign a new deal or new contract or buying a new properties and things like that, try to be careful and read the whole fine print before you sign it as well with this card. So the next card that you have representing the influence card or the bridge cards over the middle of the month, you have the Four of Hearts. So this card indicates strongly as well that instead of just only two ways of relationships, it just looks like that, for some of you, you are feeling a bit, I would say, a little bit bored or not really disappointed, but a little bit bored or like overly, I would say, not really challenge with the whole situation. It does look like that you are overly satisfied with the whole things. Sometimes if we are satisfied it's good, but if it is too satisfied, then it's not really good, because sometimes maybe because the contract or the job itself giving you more money, and then you don't like you are like feeling abundantly happy and don't want to do anything else, like it doesn't mean that you should not be grateful for that, but it looks like that you are too satisfied with that, like you feeling like you don't need anything else, you have everything you need and you just don't care, and that's something that you try to avoid those feelings. Sometimes when you are too satisfied with the whole things, you don't even feel the need to keep on working hard, and which is something that is important these days. So you cannot just rely on the job that you have and it just continue with the flow. Sometimes because the job that you have right now, it will not be there forever. So you have to constantly working on yourself, working hard to achieve much bigger or much more fulfilling goals in your life. So the next card that you have representing the past position of your readings here, you have the Seven of Clubs. Okay, funny enough here, it looks like that you were challenged in the past. That might be a good thing, but I think it's like in the past there were a couple of people that were not happy in the past with the things that like you achieved, like they are jealous of you in some way because you had a good things coming your way. in the month of February. And it does look like that in the past that they were trying to let you down in some way, and then that's the reason why this card is coming, because you need to, you need to stand your ground. You just don't mind those people that just letting you down because of, let's say, if you okay, this person is not really deserving it, or this person should not got this job, and because of this and that, and that's something that you just disregard it. That's all. So just have to be mindful with that. Just disregard those things, those gossip or whatever the case may be, and just have to stand your ground, because no matter what, you will be able to achieve that. And I do see it's already coming. So the next card that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the King of Diamond. So this card indicates a male significant figure in your life, possibly from the earth sign like yourself. And this king could be in the middle of 30s or in the early 40s years old. And then this king is a male significant figure in your life. So this king can be a help for you in the past, and you learn a lot from these persons. And you learn a lot how to do the business, how to manage your business, how to organize things and then make it more productive and things like that. And that is something that you learn a lot from this kind of businessman persons that you have in the past. This can be also your former employer, that you are like a lot of time that you learn a lot from these persons in his entire career. So that's something good as well to see. So the next card that you have representing the things that you need to let go of from the past, you have the Ace of Hearts. Okay, this is something quite a little bit confusing here, but the thing is that from what I see here is like in the past there were a couple of beginnings that maybe you don't really mind of, you don't really take the seriousness on that. It does look like that some of those can be ideas. It doesn't have to be a new job, or it doesn't have to be a new romance. So this card could also be just like a lot of business ideas that you have, or like new way of doing things that you are thinking, but you didn't really act on it. That's something that you just let it pass. Just let it pass by over you, and that is something that you need to let go of somehow. Sometimes if you are not serious enough to do the ideas or some idea, you should not holding on to it. You should just release the ideas, because there's no point, because you don't have, maybe for instance, if you don't have resources, or if you don't have the time, the skills, the capitals that you need to finance those ideas and those type of things, then it's just a bunch of idea. It just won't go anywhere. So the message here is that just try to be focused on one thing that you can do, rather than a lot of different things, but something that you cannot do. So the next card that represents the future card, or towards the end of the month, you have the Two of Spades. So this Two of Spades indicates there will be a kind of decision that you have to make by the end of the month. If you are thinking of changing career, or like finding a new jobs because you are out of work, for instance, then towards the end of the month you might be presented by several choices. Most likely there are two choices that you have to make. It's either related to the, let's say, relocations, or it can also be related to like career choices that you have to make. It's either staying in the place that you are now, or possibly changing altogether, like your job description as well as your place of living. And those type of things can be also stressful too, because it doesn't have to be something that is pleasant, because you have to change all over again. And remember that I think Uranus will be soon coming into your sign, and that makes you feel nervous, because of course there will be a lot of different like changes coming all of all at once into your sign. So the last card that you have representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the decks, you have the Six of Club. So this Six of Club indicate a very nice card as the victory card for your readings here. So it does look like whatever choices or decision that you have to make, it will bring you happiness. It will always bring you a sense of fulfillment or the sense of achieving something greater than before. So something that you want really to be implemented or to be realized in your life. And it is something that really people has to, has to do in some way, because they just need to get on with life and have everything settled down, and having everything on their way of thinking. And this type of card, that is something that you want to see in your reading. So you have to be more practical and be much more honest with yourself, and be open to any opportunity or any possibility in your career life. So to summarize the whole things, it looks like if you are looking for a job, for some of you may already get the offer early in the beginning of the month, but then for some of you may not be there in the beginning of the month. It may be also by the end of the month to finalize the whole things, the whole offers or the whole jobs situations. So I hope that this reading is helpful for you, and if you like it, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed already, just click subscribe, and see you next month. Thank you.